Hello and welcome to class number 31. Slowly but surely. Es una expresión muy corriente en inglés. Slowly but surely, we're progressing. Class number 31. It's not bad, eh? Yeah, we're making good progress. And we'll continue making progress, but on camera number 1. All right? Ask me if I'm going to continue teaching this class. No, you didn't ask me that question last class. You didn't ask me that question yesterday. Yes, I did. Yesterday, I asked you if you were going to continue being the teacher. I don't remember that question. What did you ask me yesterday? Don't you remember? Yesterday, after class, I went up to you and I asked you if you were going to continue, if you were going to be the teacher for the rest of the course. I don't remember that question. You asked me if I was going to continue. Yes, I asked you, te pregunté. I asked you if you were going to continue as our teacher. All right, well, yes. My initial plans are to continue as your teacher forever, until the end of time, until the judgment day, until I fall dead in front of the camera. Probably you will record my death. I will fall onto my method here, bloop, and the floor technician, Maria, will say, oh, the teacher. And you will be a witness, but I will continue to teach you until the day I die. That's my job, and I enjoy it. Okay? So, even though yesterday I'm sure you didn't ask me if I was going to continue as your teacher, even though I don't think you asked me that question, I can answer today, yes. I'm going to continue as your teacher as long as my health allows me. Siempre que mi salud me lo permita. As long as my health allows me, I will continue to, excuse me? I'm sorry? You asked me another question. Yesterday? I don't remember. What other question did you ask me? You asked me if I was going to buy a new house. Yes, Richard. Yesterday, in addition to the question about continuing, in addition to the question about continuing, gerundio después de about, por ser preposición, in addition to, además de, in addition to the question about continuing as our teacher, I also asked you if you were going to buy a new house. Really? You asked me if I was going to buy a new house. And why did you ask me if I was going to buy a new house? Well, to know, just because. I just wanted to know if you were going to buy a new house. Strange. I don't remember that conversation. You asked me if I was going. Me preguntaste si iba a comprar. You asked me if I was going to buy a new house. Well, no. I'm not going to buy a new house because I'm happy where I am. I'm happy where I am. Estoy contento donde estoy. I'm happy where I am. So even though I don't remember that you asked me if I was going to buy a new house, my answer is that no, I'm not going to buy a new house. Okay? So, shall we continue? Excuse me? You asked me another question. Yes, I asked you a third question. Don't you remember? Don't you remember the question? No, I don't. Oh, what did you ask? What was your third question? My third question was, I asked you if you were going to go back to the States during Christmas. To the States, to the United States. Yeah. Don't you remember? I asked you if you were planning to go back to the States. I asked you if you were planning to go back to the States. Estoy usando ahora el verbo to ask, que es preguntar o pedir. Preguntar en este caso. Y lo estoy usando en el pasado. Te pregunté si ibas a volver a Estados Unidos para las Navidades. Escuchad cómo lo pronuncio. Un momento, I asked you. Ahora bien, Estoy comiéndome una letra grande, que es la K. Un purista dirá asked you, I asked you. Pero esa fonética es complicada para vosotros e incluso para nosotros los angloparlantes. Asked you. Yo toda la vida, y yo creo que los norteamericanos en general, y creo que los británicos también, nos comemos la K. Asked you. I asked him. Asked you. Asked me. He asked me. Como si fuera A-S-T. Asked. Asked. Asked you. Asked me. Así pronunciamos cuando vamos a todo gas, hablando. Pronunciamos asked. Asked. Hasta me cuesta a mí decir bien asked. All right? Estoy escupiendo de tratar de decirlo. Asked. So, yesterday, you asked me if I was going to spend my Christmas holidays in the States. That's right. Así es. En efecto. That's right. Yesterday, after asking you those other two questions about continuing as a teacher and about buying a new house, I also asked you if you were planning, o bien, if you were going to spend the Christmas holidays in the States. And you didn't answer me. You told me you were going to answer me today. I told you I was going to give you my answer today. Yes, you told me you were going to answer the question today. I did? Yes, you did. Okay. Okay, well, if you want an answer now, I'll tell you, no. I'm not going to go to the States during Christmas. I went to the States last month, so it's too expensive for me to go to the States twice a year. It's expensive to fly across the Atlantic, okay, and across 7 time zones. And it's tiring to do that. So I can't afford, no puedo permitirme el lujo. I can't afford to go to the States twice a year. It's simply too expensive for me, okay? Now, did you ask me any other questions yesterday that I don't remember? Let's see. Yeah. I also asked you if you were going to finish the program now. You asked me if I was going to finish the program now. Well, let's see, just a second. No, I'm not going to finish the program now, but I'm going to finish this segment of the program. Well, not exactly. I'm going to finish the first block, and then I'll come back in a few seconds, but after another teacher. Okay? Okay, take care.
Hello. Thank you, Richard. Welcome. My name is Fitz, and today I have a very angry student. Her name is Luca. Luca, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
You're fine, but you're angry with me.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Let's see. Luca, we're going to review the last class.
Okay.
It's raining.
I told you it was going to rain.
Okay. They're winning.
I told you they were going to win.
They were going to win. I told you they were going to win. They are winning. They're winning. I told you they were going to win. Okay. Luca, she's falling.
I told you she was falling.
I told you she
was going to fall.
Luca, I told you she was going to fall. She's falling. I told you she was going to fall. How do you say that in Spanish? I told you she was going to fall.
Te dije que se iba a caer.
Okay, so I told you she was going to fall. Luca, I'm fighting.
I told you you were going to fight.
Very good, Luca. Okay, now here. I said, I'm fighting. Luca said, I told you were going to fight. I told you were going to fight. How do you say that in Spanish?
Te dije que ibas a luchar.
Okay, so I told you were going to fight. Can you repeat at home? I told you were going to fight. Very good. Okay, Luca, you are sleeping.
I told you I was going to sleep.
Okay, I told you I was going to sleep. He's driving.
I told you he was going to drive.
Very good, Luca. I'm calling. I'm calling.
I told you you were going to call.
Very good. And again, one more time.
I told you you were going to call.
Okay, I told you. I told you you were going to call. I told you you were going to call. Okay, how do you say rain in Spanish?
Ring. Sonar.
Rain, like from...
Llover.
Okay,
Llover.
so lluvia. I told you you were going to call. We're burning.
I told you we were going to burn.
Very good. And one more time.
I told you we were going to burn.
Okay, and how do you say that in Spanish?
Te dije que nos íbamos a quemar.
Okay, so I told you we were going to burn. We are burning. We're burning. I told you we were going to burn. I told you we were going to burn. Can you repeat at home? A little louder. Very good. Okay, one review. It's raining, and I want you to seem angry.
I told you it was going to rain.
Okay, very good. I told you it was going to rain. Okay, Luca. Ask me what I was going to do when you called me.
What were you going to do when I called you?
Luca, what were, not what was, what were you? Luca, okay, one more time.
Say it again,
Okay.
please.
Ask me what I was going to do when you called me.
What were you going to do when I called you?
Very good, and one more time.
What were you going to do when I called you?
Okay, I was going to have a shower. What was I going to do?
You were going to have a shower.
To have a shower.
To have a shower.
And all together?
You were going to have a shower.
Very good, Luca. Ask me what I was going to do when you saw me.
What were you going to do when I saw you?
Very good, when I saw you.
When I saw you.
Very good. And again?
What were you going to do when I saw you?
When I saw you. Saw you.
I have always problems with the S.
Okay.
Saw you.
Very good. Okay, now, what were you going to do when I saw you? Saw you. When I saw you. Okay. I was going to shave when I saw you. What was I going to do?
You were going to save?
To shave, like to shave.
Okay. You were going to shave when I saw you.
When I saw you, very good. You were going to shave when I saw you. You were going to shave when I saw you. Okay, Luca, ask me what she was going to do when I waved at her.
What was she going to do when you waved at her?
Very good. What was she going to do when you waved at her? What was she going to do when you waved at her? How do you say that? Wave.
Decir hola.
Okay, so what was she going to do when you waved at her? Luca, excuse me, I was going to call you Maria. Luca, what was she going to do when I waved at her?
She was going to wave at you when I was
When you waved at her.
When I waved at her.
When you
when you
waved at her. So she was going.
So she was going to wave at you when you were.
When you waved.
When you waved at her.
At her. Okay. So she was going to wave at you when you waved at her. Thank you, and don't forget to practice. Bye bye.
Okay, welcome back. I have a lot of things to do now, so let's quickly change to camera number 1. Okay, I have a book, I had a book, I have a book, I had a book, I have a book. You don't understand me. Tengo un libro. I have a book. I have a book. I have an apple. Tengo una manzana. Para poner una palabra que exija an en vez de a. I have a book, I have an apple. I have a book, I have an apple. Negative, I don't have a book, and I don't have an apple. Ahora el pasado. Tuve un libro ayer. I had a book, o tenía. I had a book, and I had an apple. I had a book yesterday, and I had an apple yesterday too, but I don't have a book today and I don't have an apple either. I had a book yesterday and I had an apple too, but I don't have a book today and I don't have an apple either. Voy un poco rápido. Pero lo que quiero es ilustrar la D de had en el pasado. Every day I have, yesterday I had. Que estuve o tenía. Tuve un dolor de cabeza anoche o tenía un dolor de cabeza anoche. I had a headache. I have a headache every day and I had a headache yesterday. I have a headache. Pobre de mí. Poor me. I have a headache. Headache. Dolor de cabeza. I have a headache. Have a. La V de have. Claro, suena V, como debe ser. V inglesa, no V española. V española suena una B. I have a. Y la V en inglés es simplemente la F, la letra F, vibrada. La F con las cuerdas vocales activadas. Finlandia, Vinlandia. Valencia, Valencia. Vampiro, vampiro. Decir vampiro en vez de la V al principio con un F. Vampiro. Pues eso suena mejor en inglés. Vampire. Que si decís la V como si fuera una B. Vampire. Vampire. Valencia. Los vampiros de Valencia, ok, vaporizan. La V. Have. Have a book. Have a drink. Tómate una copa. Have a drink. Have a drink, have a drive. Do you remember the song? In the summertime, when the weather is fine, you can reach right up and touch the sky. Have a drink, have a drive. Have a drink, have a drive. Go out and see what you can find. Have a. Y luego, si los dos cantantes dicen lo que pasó ayer, we had a drink and we had a drive. And we went out looking for girls, yeah. We had a drink anoche. Me tomé una copa. Last night I had a drink. And every night I have a drink. Now I have a headache. Yesterday I had a headache. Ese D de had, os cuesta horrores decir la D, excepto al principio. Dinamarca os resulta fácil. Denmark, hacia abajo, down. Pero luego cuando la D en español aparece más adelante en la frase, cambiáis en español su pronunciación. En vez de decir dado, jugar a los dados, decís dados. La segunda D asume otra pronunciación bastante distinta que al principio. Dado, hada madrina, dado, Madrid, dado. So, pero en inglés no. Un guiri viene a España y dice dado, jugar a los dados. Okay, si os fijáis en cómo mal hablamos los extranjeros el español, os da muy buenas pistas a cómo pronunciar en inglés. Y curiosamente muchos de vosotros podéis emular nuestra mala pronunciación en español. Sabéis hablar español al estilo guiri, pero luego cuando quiero que de verdad lo uséis en inglés no podéis. No me lo explico. Okay, but in any case, I had a problem. I had a headache yesterday. I had a problem yesterday because I had a headache. I had a. I had a problem. I had an apple for dinner last night. I had an apple after dinner last night. Me tomé una manzana después de cenar. I had an apple. I had an apple after dinner. Voy a dedicar casi este bloque entero a esta pronunciación de la D para que endurezcáis, decís, la D. No, I had a. No se dice I had an apple. I had an apple. Had an apple. I had an apple. Recordad que la D, cuando se inicia una frase, una palabra en castellano y en inglés, es una letra de pegada dura. Doy. Doy todo lo que puedo. Doy. En Dinamarca, doy lo mejor que puedo. Doy. Dinamarca. ¿Ok? Tratad de llevar esa dura pronunciación de la D a otras partes de las palabras. Dada, dadaísmo, dado, okay, ado, lado, este lado, el otro lado. Tratad de ganar esa habilidad de endurecer la D. Podéis usar palabras en castellano para practicarlo, quizá mejor que en inglés. Dado que las hadas juegan a los dados, okay, las hadas madrinas, si yo conozco, les gusta jugar a los dados. Y dado que les gusta jugar a los dados, dado que las hadas juegan a los dados, ahora estoy pronunciando radicalmente a lo extranjero, a lo guiri. Pero si podéis copiar lo que estoy haciendo, os ayudará tremendamente a asumir, a conseguir una correcta pronunciación de la D inglesa, que siempre es dura. Find out, averiguar. To find out. ¿Escucháis? ¿Oís la D al final? Find, find out. Had a headache. El pequeño truco aquí, que si es una frase con vocal después de la D, enlazas. Had. I had a headache. I didn't have a toothache. I had a headache. I didn't have a backache. I had a headache yesterday. I didn't have a stomachache. I had a headache. I didn't have an earache. I had a headache. I didn't have a sore throat. I didn't have a sore throat. I had a headache. I had a headache. I had a dog when I was a little boy. I didn't have a cat. I had a fish when I was a little boy. I didn't have a snake. I had a good teacher when I was in third grade, tercero primaria. I didn't have a good teacher when I was in fourth grade. I had a hangover last night, resaca, but I didn't have a hangover yesterday. I had a, okay? Have, had. Lo sabéis de sobra porque lo habéis visto desde los 8 años en el colegio. El pasado de have es had. Muy bien, pero pronunciadlo correctamente porque se usa a diario. 40 o 50 o 150 veces. I had a problem yesterday. I had a headache yesterday. I had a dog when I was young. I had a. Y el presente, have a. All right. But I'll come back after the break for advertising, and we'll continue with this question. I have a dream. Do you remember Martin Luther King? In the 1960s, I think in 1967, I can't remember, in Washington, in the Washington Mall. In the background, al fondo, the Lincoln Memorial. And at the lectern, he said, I have a dream. I have a dream. Practicad esto lo que dijo Lutero King. I have a dream. And then he died 1 year later. Y lo podemos decir que tuvo un sueño. He had a dream, o tenía un sueño. He had a dream. So, I have a dream. Yes, he had a dream. Y repetid eso 10 veces hoy. I have a dream. He had a dream. Yo tengo un sueño. Sí, él tenía un sueño, o tuvo un sueño. He had a dream. Have a dream, had a dream. Have a beer. Tómate una cerveza. Yesterday I had a beer, and practice that. Okay. One more teacher, and then me again, okay?
Gracias, Richard. My name's David Wardell, and I'm here with a very special friend of mine called Nacho. How are you today, Nacho?
Hello, David. Fine, thanks.
Are you well?
Yes, I am well.
Are you willing to work very, very hard today? ¿Dispuesto? ¿Estás dispuesto? Are you
Yes,
willing?
I am willing.
You are always willing. I
I'm
think.
always willing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Well, today we're going to look at another irregular verb. This time, a very, very, very popular irregular verb, the verb to have. But we're going to look at the verb to have translated into tener, yeah? Because, of course, we have two translations for the verb to have. We have the auxiliary verb, haber, and we have the normal verb, tener. So we're just going to concentrate on tener, yeah? Okay. So, and of course, the past of to have is, Nacho?
Had.
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 How do you spell had?
H-A-D.
H-A-D, muy bien. So
Yes.
had. Every day I have. Yesterday I had. I had. Muy fácil, no?
Muy fácil.
So all I'm going to do is ask you lots and lots of questions, and of course you have to answer in the affirmative, yeah? And also I'll get you to ask me some questions as well.
Okay.
Just para variar un poquito,
Yes,
yeah?
let's go.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first question, are you
Yes.
ready? Are you prepared?
Yes, I'm prepared.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Okay, the first question is, did you have a lot of problems yesterday? Did you have a lot of problems yesterday? DKC, ¿vale? Okay, Nacho,
Okay.
did you have a lot of problems yesterday?
Yes, I had a lot of problems yesterday.
Very good, repeat.
Yes, I had a lot of problems yesterday.
And again.
Yes, I had a lot of problems yesterday.
Yeah, we don't pronounce the E in problems.
I
The
know.
problem.
Ah,
problem.
problem.
Así.
Wow.
Okay, dilo otra vez.
Problem.
Problems.
Problem.
Problems, plural, problems.
Problems.
Muy bien. So did you have a lot of problems yesterday?
Yes, I had a lot of problems yesterday.
Muy bien. Perfecto. En casa, did you have a lot of problems yesterday? Sí. Yes, I had a lot of problems yesterday. Problems. M es muy importante. Don't say problems. Problem.
Like a you.
Exactly. Problem. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So the second question. Now, did you have a coffee yesterday? Did you have a coffee yesterday?
Yes, I had a coffee yesterday.
Muy bien. Repeat.
Yes, I had a coffee yesterday.
Good. Now, como si fuera una palabra solo. Yes, I had a coffee yesterday.
Wow.
Venga.
Yes, I had a coffee yesterday.
Muy bien.
Wow.
Muy bien. But not yesterday.
Ah, no.
Yesterday.
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 Yesterday. Day. Okay.
Repítelo.
Yesterday.
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 Ok, no hay rastro de R ahí.
No, claro.
Porque a veces oigo yesterday,
Yes.
yesterday, yesterday, yesterday. So again, did you have a coffee yesterday?
Yes, I had a coffee yesterday.
Yester? Yester.
Yesterday.
Yester.
Yesterday.
Casi,
Ay,
casi.
difficult, eh?
Okay, let's try. Let's see the people
Okay.
at home can do it. Okay, did you have a coffee yesterday? Did you have a coffee yesterday, DKC? Oigo una R también. ¿Otra vez? Yesterday, yesterday, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Not yesterday.
No, no.
Yesterday, no. Okay, the next question. Did you have, did you have breakfast this morning? Now, to have breakfast, of course, is desayunar. To have breakfast, desayunar. We don't say to breakfast. To have breakfast. Yeah, so, Nacho,
Okay.
did you have breakfast this morning?
Yes, I had breakfast this morning.
Good, okay, repeat again, but not so much breakfast. Breakfast. Fust.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Yes, I had breakfast this morning.
Very good. This morning, though, sacando la lengua.
This morning.
Okay, otra vez.
Yes, I had breakfast this morning.
Okay, mucho mejor. Okay, en casa. Did you have breakfast this morning? Did you have breakfast this morning? Yes, I had breakfast this morning. This morning. This morning. Yes, I had breakfast this morning. Not Jess. Yes. Yes, I had breakfast this morning. Okay, the next question. Are you ready?
Yes.
In casa, are you ready? Yes, I hope so. Good, okay. Did you have lunch with my boss yesterday?
Okay. Yes, I had lunch with your boss yesterday.
Muy bien, okay, repeat.
Yes, I had lunch with your boss yesterday.
You had lunch with Richard Vaughan.
Yes.
Wow, that must have been quite a privilege for you.
Wow, he's a friend of mine.
Very good, very good. Okay, so did you have lunch? Is comer? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
comer.
Did you have lunch with my boss yesterday, DKC? Yes, I had lunch with your boss yesterday. Yes, I had lunch with your boss yesterday. Now, ask me if I had lunch with my boss yesterday.
Okay. Did you have lunch with your boss yesterday?
Muy bien, repeat.
Did you have lunch with your boss yesterday?
Very good, okay. Yes,
Yes.
I had lunch with my boss yesterday. Or no, I didn't have lunch
No, I
with my boss.
didn't.
Because you had lunch with him, didn't you? Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
It was great.
Yes. Let's move on. Move on. Move
Okay.
on. Okay. The next thing. Okay. Did you have dinner with your friends last night? Did you have dinner with your friends last night, Nacho? Did you have friends with your dinner? Did you have friends with your dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
That would be awful,
No,
wouldn't it?
it's, no, don't worry.
No saben
no.
muy bien los
No,
dos amigos. Okay,
no.
did you have lunch with, did you have dinner?
Dinner.
Did you have dinner with your friends last night?
Okay.
Poof. Venga.
Okay. Yes, I had lunch.
Or had dinner.
Oh,
this time,
excuse
yeah.
me. I had dinner with my friends last night.
Muy bien, repeat.
Yes, I had lunch
I had
with.
dinner, I had dinner.
I had dinner.
Cenar. Cenar. To have
Okay.
dinner is, cenar is to have dinner. Yeah? Have dinner, not to dine. To have
No,
dinner.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I had dinner with last night with with my friends
Last
night.
night. Okay, repeat one more time.
Yes, I had dinner with my friends last night.
Muy bien, very
Sí.
good. Okay, in casa. Did you have dinner with your friends last night? Not friends with your dinner.
No.
Did you have dinner with your friends last night? Yes, I had dinner with my friends last night. Now, ask me if I had dinner with my friends last night.
Okay. Did you have dinner with your friends last night?
Good, repeat.
Did you have dinner with your friends last night?
Yes, I had dinner with my friends last night. In casa, ask me if I had dinner with my friends last night.
More or less.
Más alto, más alto. Es que
Yes.
yo no oigo nada.
No, tampoco.
No, bueno. Okay, did you have? Ask me if I had if I had dinner with my friends last
Yes.
night. Did you have dinner with your friends last night? God, estoy liando un poquito. Okay, the last one. Did you have a party last week?
Yes, I had a party last week.
Muy bien. Did you have a party last week in casa? Did you have a party? Yes, I had a party last week. The verb to have. Every day I have, yesterday I had. Ahora os paso con Richard. Muchas gracias.
I have a question. Do you find this class difficult? Do you find it challenging? Do you find it boring? Do you find this class interesting? Do you find this class stimulating? Do you find this class cuesta arriba, uphill? How do you find this class? Well, answer me on camera number 1, okay? Change. Do you find this class stimulating? I find it stimulating. Do you find English difficult? Do you find it easy? Do you find learning English a challenging job? Do you find it interesting? Do you find it difficult? Do you find it hard? Do you find it a bit boring? How do you find it? El verbo to find, igual que en castellano, ¿cómo encuentras esta clase? O el inglés, ¿lo encuentras difícil? ¿Te resulta difícil? Yeah. How do you find this class? I find it interesting. Yeah, I enjoy teaching. I have 1 point to teach in each segment, and I need to spend 8 or 9 minutes on that point. And I find it easy, usually. Some points are not easy to teach. Some aspects of the English language or of English grammar are not so easy to teach. Okay? They're easy to explain on paper, but in front of a camera, with the lights, action, camera, and they go, take one, and I have to teach it. And I can't stop. This is what this program and this show, for me and the other teachers, are what you call un falso directo, okay? Which means once the camera starts rolling, I can't stop. Corten, etc. No. I have to do the entire 8 minutes. Apelo. All right, so it's not so easy, but I find it easy with most points. It depends on the grammar point. It depends on the point. If the point is difficult to teach, sometimes you'll notice that I'm not very secure. If I find it difficult to teach a certain aspect of English grammar, puede que notes, you may notice that I'm not as confident as in other moments. And inversely, if I find a point here that is very easy to teach, fun to teach, then I teach as if I'm the best professional in the world, okay? So I find it easy, relatively easy to teach on television. I find it quite easy and fun to teach on the radio. And I find it easy to teach on in public, or to teach in groups, even to teach individuals. Okay, I find it fun. Now, public speaking. Do you find it easy to speak in public? Do you find it easy? ¿Te resulta fácil hablar en público, delante de grupos, grandes o pequeños? Do you find it easy or difficult to speak in public? The first time I spoke in public in my life, I was 5 years old. No, I was 6. I was 6 years old. And I had to speak in public twice a month, once every 2 months. The first year in primary school, well, the first year in normal primary school, not in kindergarten. I started school when I was 5 years old, in kindergarten, okay, párvulos, okay? And then when I was 6, I started first grade. Los británicos dirían primary 1. And I was 6 years old. And I remember I had to give a speech twice a month. Every 2 weeks, I and every other student had to give a short 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minute speech. So the first year of school for me, I gave probably 16, 18, or 20 speeches, okay? And it's called show and tell. Enseñar y contar. Show and tell. And so I had to get up and stand in front of the class of my 30 kids, 30 children, 30 kids in the classroom, and I had to say something or show something and explain it. And I remember about 2 minutes, for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And so it became normal, and I didn't find it difficult. I found it difficult the first time. I remember my first speech in my life, and I told the story of my trip from Houston, Texas to San Antonio, Texas. And it was by plane. And it was the first time in my life to fly on an airplane. I was only 6 years old, and the trip was only 45 or 50 minutes by plane, like from Madrid to Santander, okay? Very close. But I was very excited. And the next week was the first day for me to give a speech in class, in primary 1, first grade. And I was excited and I was nervous. And I got up in front of the class and I said, last Saturday, I flew to San Antonio in an airplane. Yeah. And it was fun. We took off from the airport in Houston and we flew to San Antonio and landed in San Antonio. And in the air, the plane was like at home, except sometimes it moved. Okay, that was my first speech in my life. And I found it difficult to explain for 2 or 3 minutes a flight from Houston to San Antonio. But I managed to do it successfully. The teacher said, very good, Ricky. And I sat down, and another student gave a speech. So I found it a bit difficult the first time, but the remainder of the speeches that year I didn't find difficult. Now, do you find public speaking difficult? Do you find English difficult? Do you find mathematics difficult? Do you find algebra difficult? Do you find reading in general difficult? Is it tough for you? Do you have trouble sitting down and reading a novel? Some people find reading novels difficult. My father always found reading difficult. My father loved to read newspapers and magazines and reports, but he couldn't sit down and read a novel. He didn't have the patience. He found it very difficult to sit down and start a story of 300 or 400 pages with the characters, with the setting. He said, my God, just tell me what happened. So he didn't have the patience and the sensitivity, in this case, to enjoy reading a story, a long narrative. Okay? So he found it difficult to read novels. I never found it difficult to read novels, because when you read, you enter another world, and you become a participant in that world. You're observing, como cotilla de lo que pasa. You're observing what's happening. It's a lot of fun. So I find it easy. Okay, but some people don't. All right, we're going to go to some advertising, and then we'll be right back.
Gracias, Richard. My name's David Waddell, and I'm here with you and with Nacho. How are you today, Nacho?
Fine, thanks, David. And
Are you well?
Yeah, I am very well.
You're very well.
yes.
And are you willing to work hard today?
I am willing for working hard today.
You're willing to work hard.
To work hard.
Willing to work
Sorry.
hard. That's
Yeah,
important.
It's important.
Good. Okay. Before anything else, we're going to look at 5 words. In fact, today it's 5 verbs. 5 verbs, including 2 phrasal verbs.
Wow.
But don't worry, don't worry. Son solo palabras. They're just words.
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
right.
words. It doesn't matter, really. Okay, the first verb is to exclude. To exclude. Exclude.
Exclude.
Disfruto, dices. Exclude. Exclude. Okay, ¿cómo se dice exclude en español?
To exclude is like excluir.
Excluir.
Como, sí, dejar
Excluir.
fuera de,
Yeah,
del lugar.
exactly. Excluir. Perfecto. So to exclude, exclude. The second verb is to approve. 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 Con V.
Con V. Approved.
So what is approve in
Okay.
Spanish?
Aprobar.
Approve, yes, aprobar.
Aprobar, ¿no?
Claro,
Sí, sí,
aprobar,
sí, of
to
course.
approve. Muy bien, perfecto. So to approve. The third word, the third verb, should I say, is to climb. Climb. La B al final is muda. Climb. We don't say climb. Climb. To climb. ¿Cómo se dice climb in español, Nacho?
Escalar.
Escalar o trepar.
O trepar.
Or subir.
Subir.
Subir, trepar, yeah, exactly. Very good, okay. The fourth verb for today is a phrasal verb, but no pasa nada. It's to bring up. To bring up. Now, en realidad tiene varios acepciones, pero hoy vamos a centrarnos en to sacar, que es Spanglish, ¿no?
Yeah.
Sacar un tema.
Sacar un
okay?
tema, conversación, ¿no?
Exactly.
Okay.
So to bring up a subject, for example, to bring up a different topic of conversation, to bring up, bring up. It has other meanings, but today, solo sacar un tema. Vale, sacar un tema. And the fifth word is to deal with. To deal with. To deal with.
Maybe tratar un tema o tratar algo.
Tratar con.
O tratar con
Alguien, con
alguien.
algo, tratar con.
Sí.
Exactly. So to deal with. So let's just recap those five verbs for you. The first one was to exclude. The second one to approve. The third one to climb. Climb. Estoy exagerando, pero hay que hacerlo. To climb, to bring up, and to deal with. To deal with. Fácil, ¿no?
Sí.
Solo 5 palabras. Es
All the
nada.
5, yeah.
Every day, 5 words. You have to learn them, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to look at an interesting structure. To find something easy or difficult. To find, of course, is encontrar. But, of course, the translation into Spanish doesn't work. I think in Spanish you say resultarse, me resulta difícil, or te resulta difícil.
Sí, muy bien. Sí, sí, sí.
So, to find something easy or difficult. Do you find English easy or difficult? I find English easy. Sometimes I find English difficult.
Yeah.
Incluso yo.
Yes, yes.
Sabes,
Well.
fíjate. Bueno, no. Okay, so I'm going to ask you lots of questions with this structure, and I want you to answer whether something is easy or difficult, yeah? You find something easy or find something difficult. So, for example, Nacho, do you find maths easy or difficult? Do you find maths easy or difficult?
Okay.
Venga.
I find maths difficult.
You find maths difficult.
Yes.
Repeat.
I find maths difficult.
Okay, maths.
Maths.
Así, con TH,
Con
maths.
TH, okay.
Okay, muy bien, muy bien. En casa. Do you find maths easy or difficult? I find maths easy or I find maths difficult. Okay, now ask me the same question.
The same question.
The same question.
Do you find maths easy or difficult?
Good, repeat.
Do you find maths easy or difficult?
Very good. Okay, I
Okay.
find maths difficult.
Yeah.
I find maths difficult. Fíjate, no ponemos un the delante de maths. Yeah?
Claro.
We don't say the maths, we say maths in
Maths.
general.
general.
Sin artículo. Eso es lo que quería decir. Sin artículo, sin the. So, do you find maths easy or difficult? I find maths difficult. In casa, do you find maths easy or difficult? Algunos sí, algunos
Hay de
no,
todo.
algunos fácil, algunos difícil. Well, es la vida. So. Okay, do you find, Nacho, do you find public speaking easy or difficult? Public speaking,
speaking.
hablar en público,
En público.
yeah? Delante de mucha gente.
Yeah. I find public speaking.
Public speaking or public speaking?
Okay. Public speaking.
No.
Ah, no?
No, sin
No, it's in okay.
Piénsalo.
I find public speaking
Así, así.
sometimes easy and sometimes difficult.
Okay, very good. Now
Yes.
repeat it with again without that SP.
No. Vale. I find public speaking
Muy bien.
sometimes easy and sometimes difficult.
Okay, good. Muy bien. In casa, do you find public, not public, public speaking easy or difficult? Well, ask me the question.
Do you find public speaking difficult or easy?
Okay, I find public speaking difficult. I think it's you have to learn how to
Yes.
do it. It's an art form, I think. But good. Okay, another one. Do you find giving presentations easy or difficult? Nacho, do you find giving presentations easy or difficult?
Okay, I find giving presentations a little difficult.
Okay, very good. A little difficult. Muy
Yes.
bien. Repeat.
I find giving presentations a little difficult.
Very good. In casa, do you find giving presentations easy or difficult? Muy bien. Okay, very good. Now, do you find giving presentations in English easy or difficult? Ojo. Nacho, do you find giving presentations in English easy or difficult?
I find giving presentations in English difficult.
Ah, lo sabía.
Hombre.
Repeat one more time.
I find giving presentations in English difficult.
One more time.
I find giving presentations in English difficult.
Okay, in casa, do you find giving presentations? Notas que usamos el gerundio. Si hay un verbo, giving presentations.
Yes.
I find giving presentations. Do you find giving presentations in English easy or difficult? So yes or no, I find giving presentations in English easy, or I find giving presentations in English difficult. Y ya está. Hemos terminado.
Well.
Thank you very much for watching, and os paso con Richard.
I have a dream. A few moments ago, in a previous segment of this class today, I mentioned Martin Luther King, the famous civil rights activist and leader. He gave a very famous speech. He said, "I have a dream." And his dream, of course, was racial equality. I have a dream too, digamos. Let's say I have a dream too, and it's true, I have a dream that my students will put into learning the same excitement and emotion that I put into teaching. Teaching is a wonderful profession, and it's incomparable except learning. The feeling of learning is a very nice feeling. It's a wonderful feeling when you really feel that you are getting better in something that's important for you. But it requires an investment. It requires an investment in time and effort, and often in money. But you need time and effort. That's what I ask. See you tomorrow.